Are you paying too much in taxes? Elevated Tax and Accounting is a firm that specializes in tax planning and strategy to minimize your tax bill. Elevated Tax consult with you on tax strategy throughout the year, so no more waiting until the end of the year and hoping for the best. As a business owner, you know your sole focus should be spent working on your business, not in it. Outsourcing gives you the time to concentrate on the core reasons you started your company, to create and innovate a top-tier product and generate profits. Elevated Tax and Accounting, elevating you and your business with a modern professional touch.
Driving along on the highway and you've been hit by a semi-truck. Now what do? You call your Montana attorneys, Ryan and Miller. We have the expertise to help guide you along in these specific types of accidents. So these are the 3 steps that you need to follow. Number 1, make sure that the police are called and that there is a report of the accident. Second, make sure that you're getting the medical attention that you need and following up with your doctor. Third, do not talk to an insurance company until you've talked to an attorney. They are not going to help you protect your rights, and you want to make sure that you know all that you're entitled to. Contact an attorney today by clicking the link below.
My voice is shot, so beware.
That's why I've been doing this for you now, because this doesn't get nothing. You guys ready? Obviously, busy week before you go to Boise, but how do you sort of get the team to reset after the big celebration on Monday night?
They've had their time. They've had a couple of days off to get fresh. For us, film session. You always start a film session. Refocus, set new goals. It's a new season, right? You've got non-conference. You've got first half of conference, second half of conference, and then you've got postseason. And so for us right now, it's how many can you win in a row? Can you start a new streak? But at the end of the day, we want to play our best basketball. The team that can play their best basketball for 3 consecutive nights wins.
You played that 3 games in 3 days in the non-conference. I know that was kind of part of the plan of preparing you for Boise. How do you sort of tap into that, since it was several months ago?
It's constant conversation in terms of quick turnarounds, the way we played offensively and defensively. The schemes, the tendencies we have should fit no matter who we're playing. There are minor adjustments you make from team to team, but you don't change who you are or your identity from one game to the next. And so I've always felt that if you have a team that can execute on the defensive side of the ball, you travel. And I think we're built for 3 games in 3 nights or 3 games in 4 nights, especially with our depth.
How do you balance continuing to push the guys to get better and improve on things, but also emphasizing continuing doing the things you guys are doing really well?
It's film. It's constant conversation, whether it's as a group or individually. You highlight the things we've done well, but you want to overemphasize the things we can continue to improve upon, because complacency leads to a team that may go backwards instead of forwards, and we can't have that.
You guys have been so balanced, especially the second half of conference play. Is that your biggest advantage going into Boise? What do you think is for this team?
I think so. More so second, third night. But, you know, when you get into a tournament and the stakes are high, some guys show up more than others. And so when you have multiple people to count on, typically that's an advantage.
You have a couple seniors that have played in this tournament before, and then a whole bunch of guys that are veterans but haven't played in this tournament. Right. How do you prepare those guys?
You just play. I think that if you make too much of a deal of each individual situation, or now it's the tournament, I think you can add to the stress. And we want to be ourselves and just go play basketball. Go play our best basketball.
A couple more to just how have the seniors helped this team?
Maturity, experience. They've played a lot of basketball games. And so throughout the season, the way they prepare, the way they allow our staff to coach them, always helps with the younger guys. But, you know, in this day and age, whoever's played in the most games is the most experienced. And the teams that have the most experience usually have the most success.
Working on a feature on Brandon, how would you describe what he has meant to this program over the past 5 years?
He's been huge. Commitment, reliability. You know, I'm not sure how many games he's missed in his career. Less than 5 in 5 seasons. He's durable. And, you know, I think that when you can count on guys to be there every day, whether it's practice or games, you can be consistent as a group, as a program. And then at the end of the day, he's coachable. He allows the staff to do the things necessary to have a good basketball team, so he sets the tone.
You are obviously a great point guard yourself. What has the experience been like for you coaching someone like him who's up there in points, assists, always seems to be playing good defense out there?
It's been fun to watch him grow. I think that his defense is what got him on the floor young as a freshman, as a sophomore, and then his offense caught up. But I feel like he's always played to win. He's always tried to do the things that he thought he could to impact winning, regardless of how many points he scored. And when you have young men like that with the ball in their hands, it's contagious. And I think winning's been contagious since he's been here.
He's just been so consistent, too, stat-wise over here. So what do you attribute that consistency to, and how big is that?
He's safe. He's going to play within himself. He's not going to try to do things that are necessarily within his strengths. I think he knows who he is as a basketball player, and he plays with that.
Thanks.
All right.
Meeting her stopped your world. The ring you give her should stop her heart.
Tina, will you marry me?
Not again! Don't worry, I'm gonna fix this. Because we want to be your jeweler! Aren't our beautiful diamond? Clear! Come back to me, Tina! Are you okay?
Being in this industry since I was in college, one of the things I think we take the most pride in is Aspen Sound's been such a presence in Missoula for almost 40 years. The cool parts about our job is people always ask, what do you do for a living? I sell phone, whether it's as simple as window tints all the way up to integrating a backup camera into a factory screening. We're usually pretty excited about the options we can present to
Griz Star of the Week, the Big Sky Conference Tournament Edition. We're joined by Griz senior Te'Jon Sawyer. First of all, congratulations, Big Sky champs. How's that sound?
Thank you. Yeah, it's fantastic. That was our main goal for the season, so it was great to get it.
What was the moments after the game like? You guys get to cut down the nets, get to celebrate with your team, hang out afterwards. Like, what'd you think of just actually soaking it all in that you guys are Big Sky champs?
It was a surreal feeling, that's my first ever, championship in college, so it was a blessing, and hanging out with the guys after, it was just a big celebration. And we want that feeling again, That's why we want to win the conference tournament, so, yeah.
Seemed like the momentum built after the slow start on Monday. Where'd you guys turn the corner, and was there a point when you felt like you guys really had the momentum in that game?
Yeah, I think getting down 14, that was, it hurt a little bit, but I think the crowd, helped us out, them really getting into it, helping us have that fight. But also, after one of the first timeouts in the first half, coach really got on us, telling us, what's on the line. And, that gave us motivation.
You had those two big dunks in the lane. You're probably going to remember those for the rest of your life, right? Last game at home as a senior. I mean, tell me what those felt like.
It was great. The crowd was into it, and it was just, a big-time play. So I was happy I did it.
Well, now you got to turn the page, though, and you got to try to go on a little run here in the tournament. So how do you sort of enjoy that but also move beyond it and get ready for this upcoming week?
Not getting complacent, It was just like us after having a conversation after we just won, celebrated. We were just telling each other, we want to feel this again. So, it's not over with yet. This is just the pregame. This is just the warm-up. So we're excited.
Te'Jon Sawyer here on Nuanez Now, ESPN Radio. I know I asked you this a couple weeks ago, but what do you think makes this team so good? What do you think makes this team special?
I think it's just how special we are. We're gifted. We have a lot of weapons. We could play small ball. We can outrun you. There's so many different things we can do, and different strategies. I feel like we play different each game. So we're a tough team to scout, really. So any coverages, we do great on them. So I think that's why we're special.
You guys are getting such great point guard play right now from both your main point guards, Brandon Whitney and Money Williams. So how much do you think that helps you guys?
Oh, it helps us a ton. Them being very aggressive, it gets the team going, and it also opens up the floor a lot. With me being able to stretch the floor as well, them being aggressive, they have to focus on not only them, and it leaves the rest of the five on the court, able to do something. That's why I said we're a real gifted team. So,
what was the biggest challenges of getting prepared to play 3 games in 3 days? Because you guys get a bye, but then if you're going to get this thing done, you got to go boom, boom, boom. So, What are the challenges of that?
I feel like we just have to empty the tank for the 3 games. We had a 3-game stretch here at home where we played 3 games in a row. That was like a warm up. We got the 3, so we kind of know what it feels like to have those back-to-back games and like what it takes to because everyone's going to be coming after us. So
Is it weird not having the defined opponent? Like you're going to play the winner of. What do you think of just that element of this?
I think it's great. We've beat every team in the conference.
Sure.
So, it's nothing that we're afraid of. Everyone's the same to us. So.
How much confidence does that give you, the fact that you guys have beat every team in the conference?
Oh, it gives us a lot of confidence. But also, we're ready and hungry because we know we're the top hunted on in the Big Sky. So, everyone's going to bring their A game against us. So it's just, being desperate. I feel like we're in a desperate stage, so.
What's it going to take for you guys to make a run and cut down the nets again?
Not much, really. I think we're going to go out and do it. I think we're going to play our best basketball for the 3 games. We got everyone locked in. Everyone is bought in and committed, so I think it'll be really fun.
Te'Jon Sawyer here on Nuanez Now. Thanks for doing it, man.
Thank you.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Run down the